Ladies, all of us over the age of 40, over the age of 50, looking down the barrel of 60. Let's talk for a minute. Back in our 30s, when we were young and dumb and footloose and fancy free, and we could just do wrong, not have a plan, not have a budget, and say, I've got 30, 40 years before I have to worry about that. Why worry about it? It was cute. We were cute, younger, but we were not very wise back in our 30s. And now, as we moved into additional decades, it's not cute anymore. It's actually self-sabotage. And you are doing yourself the biggest disservice if you are doing these following things. Time that we stop it and figure out how to do better. Hi, I'm Jenny. I got a little to say about a lot of stuff, most of which are women of a certain age facing this next chapter in our life, whether you plan to retire, hybrid retire at 75 or at 59. I post twice a week. Wednesdays, we talk about mindset and things that we can do to get ourselves mentally ready for retirement, do some dream casting, some journaling, give a lot of thought to how we're going to live our best lives. And then on Saturdays, we talk more about the dollars and the cents, because you need to make sure that you have got what you need to retire the way you mean it, and that's entirely up to you. So in our 30s, income in our 30s, we're a little bit past our salad days. Our income is beginning to increase, whether you got a higher education or not. By then, we've got some years of experience behind us with whatever our fields are, and we have got a look forward to promotions and bonuses and raises. I don't care if you stay with the same company or not. It's just the ladder of corporate America, or working women. You will make more money as you move forward in life. That's just the nature of the beast. Now, we don't make as much as most men make in the same positions. We sometimes have to step away from our jobs and raise some kids or tend to ailing parents, aging parents, God forbid a spouse or our own health. But we still have many, many years ahead of us from about age 30 forward. We don't take it as seriously. Now, in my late 50s, it's gotten real. It's gotten real. If you're in your 40s, wake up. You've still got a ton of time. We ladies in our 50s and our 60s, it's not over. It's just we don't have as much time ahead of us, and we've got to be a lot smarter now. So in our 30s, as our pay is rising, our bonuses are rising, our careers are rising. In our 50s, that is all slowing down. 50s generally are the highest income producing decade of our lives, but it slows down because many of us have hit the maximum of what our jobs or our career paths are going to pay. We start becoming victims of ageism. There are those around us who would like to see us retire, and we are also in the crosshairs, companies in their permanent layoffs. Layoffs used to be a temporary situation as a company reorganized, regrouped, got themselves together. However, now they are a strategic staff downsizing or culling out the older generation. And we women over 50, we are that older generation. Back in our 30s, if you didn't have a budget, and I didn't start my budget probably my late 30s, there was not a whole heck of a lot of harm to it. You were footloose and fancy free. You may not have had a lot of baked-in expenses. Perhaps you were married, maybe not. Kids, not. It didn't matter. You could do your budget on the back of a cocktail napkin as you were getting the happy hour hors d'oeuvres from the buffet, because that fit into what you expected to pay. Because the happy hour hors d'oeuvres were part of your meal plan for the week, because we've all been there. However, in your 40s, and more importantly in your 50s, not having a budget is just damn reckless. If you don't know exactly what every dollar coming in's job is to do, you have got nobody to blame but yourself when you wake up at the age you thought you were going to retire and all of a sudden realize you can't. We don't want to just wake up and realize, oh my God, I'm never going to be able to retire. Get that information and that money together now. Without a budget, you also end up with hidden money leaks. These leaks can be in the form of subscriptions, whether they're streaming services or delivery services, gym memberships, the record of the month, the jelly of the month club. I don't know. Sometimes we put things on auto delivery and they just stack up, and we just never get around to canceling those auto deliveries. So shame on us. But without a budget, you don't have a bird's eye view on where everything is going, and you need that, because for every dollar you are letting just float out the window because it's too much effort to pay that close of attention, that's money that could be building up into your peace fund, making sure that if you are ready to retire at age 65, you can retire at age 65. If you want to retire early, let's work on that. but you got to have the clarity. And this is one many of you have gotten so used to living with, you don't even recognize it as a problem anymore. It's low-grade anxiety. Yes, we all live with a little baseline stress. If you do not have a budget, you don't have clarity on what you're stacking up for retirement, nor do you really know how much it costs for you to live. So you just guess you'll have that amount of money when you retire based on whatever you've socked away, plus Social Security, etc., without knowing for certain. You're just hope. Wish in one hand, hope in the other. Get a budget. Down in the description, I've got a Master Your Money Plan workbook. It's free. It shows you how to do a basic budget. And then I've got a mini course coming out with your budgeting steps and getting it together so that you no longer have to guess. You can know for certain. All right, I post on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Y'all come back, share this video with somebody in your life who could possibly need it. Like, subscribe, comment, all of the regular things. This is one of the hobbies that I have, but if it became monetized, I would not be mad about it. So like, subscribe, share, keep coming back, binge all of my videos. Just put them on autoplay as you're driving down the road. If nothing else, you'll hear some great stories and some dulcet tones of my southern drawl. All right, y'all, stop recording.